Can I see a show of hands? Yeah, I see a few hands here. For the others, for the benefit of the others, I'd just like to let you know that Captivate has been around since the time e-learning, the term, has been coined. Okay, it's as old as that. So the product has evolved over the years and started as a simulation creation tool, but over the years, as the industry has evolved, Captivate has evolved, has pioneered a lot of innovation in e-learning, and as the time went on, our product, because it has been created so long ago, was on an old technology stack. And a few years ago, we rebuilt it completely from scratch on a new tech stack so that we can take on all the innovation and all the exciting changes which are happening in the industry today. And today, it's my pleasure. I have very little time, so there's so much to talk about. So I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of everything, all the tools that are possible, all the tools that are available in the product, and it'll just let you know. And I'll be happy to have a follow-up discussion with you if you come over to the Adobe booth, which is down the hall. So let's look at the designer's toolkit. What do you need? So from a development perspective, the most important thing is to make your content engaging, exciting, interesting, and the modern learner, the profile of the modern learner. They have the attention of a goldfish. They like to take the courses anywhere and everywhere, so it's important to be mobile. And it's also important for you to have that flexibility and ease of use in creating all this wonderful stuff, because gone are the times where you'll spend weeks and months creating an e-learning course, right? So let's begin with the first option, which is the rapid build kit. So what does Captivate have that will help you create your courses quickly and easily? So we have a PowerPoint import option. Like a lot of our users, this has been the most popular feature, and which was asked when we didn't have this feature in the new product yet, which everyone, I mean, it's a matter of, it's reality, right? You have PowerPoints created by your subject matter experts, and you want to quickly bring that in and get a head start on your development. But again, you don't want to lose out on all the engaging and interactive stuff. You don't want to make it a knowledge dump. So import it, edit it, make all the changes that you want, add the quizzes, add the interactions, publish it as a SCORM course, and voila, you have a trackable course which you can upload to your learning management system. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So then you have quick start projects. These are ready to use projects on common topics, common soft skill topics, which you can just download and make some changes to customize it to your organization's requirements, and then publish it again. So we have a lot of these quick start projects. We have content templates, design options, a widget gallery which is full of different types of interactions you can use, and an asset library with images, sounds, videos, and some characters with various poses for your scenario-based trainings. And I'm just going to quickly show you how you can create all this. So this is my blank project. So I'm going to first show you how you can create a course using PowerPoint. So I'm just going to click PowerPoint. I get a PowerPoint import option. This is an existing PowerPoint that I have. So when I select it, it shows me all the slides in my PowerPoint, and I can just go and select the ones which I want to import into my e-learning project, and I click import. So now what happens is an existing ready-to-use PowerPoint, all the content is brought over into my e-learning project. And over here now, I just want to highlight for those who have used Captivate before, the difference is that now all the content is editable. Earlier it was an image which was brought in. Now all your text, your images, your animations, the sound, all that is brought over as is. So you have a good head start when you need to create your course. Now I'm also going to show you, like while this is loading, yeah, we have all the slides which have come in. So you can see that I have this content, I can select it, I can move it around, and I can use the features within the new Captivate to customize and edit this further. So I want to just add some color to my slide. I want to make this an interaction. I can just select it. I can go add action over here. So on click tap, I want to proceed to the next slide. When the learner clicks this, I can do that. And then when I go in here, I can update the image. I can go and use some of my GenAI features features to update. Maybe my PowerPoint has some outdated images in there. I'm going to choose generate image and a learner with a laptop in the train. So I'm going to generate this. So the Wi-Fi is a little blotchy over here. So if it's taking time, I'm going to switch to something else and we let it work on the background. So you can see that over here, I can not only go and update the, oh, this was pretty fast. I'm surprised. Okay, so let's replace this. And now I'm just going to add some quiz questions in here. So I have templates over here if I want to use that. Or I can just go and add a random question slide which will pull from a question pool. So I can go and edit my question pool. I'm going to add some questions to it by importing a CSV file. So I'm going in here. I have this demo file, sample questions. It's going to import these questions in here. And you can see that I now have a question pool of 5 questions. So I have one static question slide and I have a random question slide and I have this quiz results which was automatically added. And now what else can we do over here? So if I want to add an avatar, I can just go and use the Gen AI feature. I'm going to add my avatar. I can select from one of the options here. I can edit the voice. Let's go and test out some of these voices.
Get ready to learn about an exciting adventure that is sure to leave you.
So, and because I have a woman avatar, I'm going to choose the gender. I'm going to choose from the female options here. I'm going to
Hi, I'm Amelia, a super high quality English voice.
So I can apply this. And what I want to highlight over here is that if you had some notes in your PowerPoint slide, that gets automatically added as a transcript over here. So now in this particular PowerPoint, I had some link that's not very useful. So I'm just going to say, hi, welcome to this training on right? And I'm just going to save this. So what I've done is I've imported content, I've added some quiz questions, I've updated the image, and now I've added an avatar, and now I've chosen a voice, and now it's going to generate this avatar's audio. So it's going to translate the text to audio, and it's going to lip sync it with the avatar and add it to my slide. Now it does it slide by slide, so you can go and specify what transcript you want for each slide. If you do not want an avatar, you can disable it at the slide level, and you have a avatar ready. So this is going to take some time. So while this is playing, I'm just going to go back to my blank slide, and I'm going to show you from scratch how you can build a learning completely. So this is the toolkit. This is the Captivate toolkit. So here there are so many templates. So it's some of the commonly used one, like you want an introduction, and then if you want a table of content, if you're adding a scenario to your course, you can add that. If there's a conversation you want to include, you can do that. If you want to add some interactions, so we have a whole library full of interactions. So these are the flip cards, and you can just change the images and configure the front and the back of the card. If I want to add, let's say, another tabbed interaction, I can add that. If I want to add drag and drop, I can do that. And I just want to let you know that all this is meeting all the accessibility standards, WCAG 2.1 accessibility standards. All these interactions are keyboard friendly. So in the past, if you were not able to add a drag and drop to your training because it doesn't support accessibility, let me assure you that all this is keyboard friendly, so a learner can just do your drag and drop just with the keyboard. Right? So now that I have completed this, and again, if I want to add my quiz questions, I can just go and use these templates, or I can import using the CSV. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to use the same set of questions. And you can see if you have a lot of questions, use a CSV, add the question stem, add the answers, highlight what is the correct answer, what type of question you want to create, what points you want to give, and that's it. You have to just import the CSV, and you can see it has built the course for you. And in Captivate, you also have the share for review functionality. You want to share it with your reviewers, you can just click this button. It's going to upload it to the Adobe Cloud platform, send a link to your reviewers. So you can either generate a public link or send it privately to your SMEs, and so they can review it without the need for a Captivate license. Right, so over here you saw, and over here if you want to preview the course, as I mentioned, everything is auto-responsive, so it automatically gets resized across different devices. And over here, if you want to generate a live preview, you can do that also. So here it creates a QR code that you can scan with your device, and you can preview your course live on an actual device, right? So we looked at two options here. One was this, from scratch. I think my avatar is ready. Let's go and preview this. So I showed you two different types of courses. One is from scratch, one is by importing a PowerPoint. Now the third toolkit that I want to share with you is how to create a mobile learning.
Hi, welcome to TIS Training on Micro-Learning.
So over here the PowerPoint had some background audio, so you can hear that. And you can see that this was a clickable link. So you can see all the animations have come through from the PowerPoint. As I go through this, you will also see that the random question slide is going to pick from one of the questions in that question pool and show. So different learners will always have a different experience because it's picking it up at random from the question pool. So now let's go and take a look at another course that I've created using AI voices. Now all the voices in here have been generated using AI. Let me just stop this. So let's take a look at this particular course. So here, AI voices, the functionality is fairly straightforward. You just, let me go back to my slide. So if I want to add AI voices, all I need to do is go to the audio option here. I go and click generate text to speech, type my caption here, and choose from any of these voices. So I have more than 193 voices.
Get ready to learn about an exciting adventure that is sure to leave you breathless. Are you ready?
So you can choose from various languages, accents. So within English itself, you have so many different accents to choose from. And then you have gender. You also have